this hand's pretty solid. We get all of our colors. End of the line is very solid. What could possibly go wrong? The big question here is, would I discard anything? I think the answer is no. If I had sigils, that'd be nice. Maybe I should just hold off on it, like, playing it, but not playing things out on curve doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
Hear the heartbeat.
Alright. Get the heartbeat. Gotta kill him. Opponents already got their 3 colors as well. Did they have any fixing? Yeah, they practiced back here. Wow, that's an aggressive flash freeze at the start. I'm gonna Cabal Slasher. I'm not sure I want to show anything else yet. We're just gonna hold off. Yeah, sorry, I'll activate Waystone. My Waystone Jutsu! Now you can see it. Haha! Get him! I'm doing good at Orcaball! Welcome, welcome. I am an idiot. I probably should have banished that, actually, is what I should have done. Because the worm, I think, is a 5. Yeah, I thought I could kill it. Right. Because now they're just going to play a spell and have it. Maybe they'll play something that's not a spell? They didn't discard to get Learned Herbalist, so maybe they don't have another spell. Maybe they don't have another spell, he says stupidly. Look at this big dummy. Alright, fine. On the other hand, they do go pretty low. I think we just swing out. Let's give them the faceplate. That I can blow up. And now we can do this. Okay. Our deck is good. Our deck is good right now. Yep, I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. Only a 2-cost 24. Let's just get our record to 20 and 4. Get in our time machine, go back, beat the ever-loving crap out of 4 people so they can't play Eternal. There you go. It's much more impressive if it's the 42069. But streamer, you don't have to beat them up, you just have to beat them in the game. I said what I said! Anyways. I obviously do not wish any actual physical harm on any of my opponents. Please. Just, I'm like, wait, we actually have a Twitch person in chat. I'm not actually advocating. Let's not harm any Twitch people. They're all wonderful people and I like them. Oh, it's Ilyak! Or Ilya K, sorry. I always say Ilyak. It's not. It's Ilya K. Or... Are those the right numbers off the end of Ilya's name? I don't even know.
What are you gonna
Never see Ilya enough. The colors here are kind of impressive. Yeah, that's some work. I mean, our colors aren't working that well, so... If they want to blow a spell killing that, I'm okay with it. To be fair, it looks like they have a lot of fixing. Yeah. Which is why they got rid of the Peacekeeper's Helm. Still good to double check. What I really need is I need time. I have... Is this every time card? It is. It's every time card in our deck. Yeah. That's kind of a problem. Not super lucky for us. This stops the beats a little bit. So as awkward as it is, I think we need to do that. Why didn't they play it pre-combat and actually get in for 3? I don't know. It's a really good question, because it seems like they're baiting us, but they can't have been. Yeah, missing on the time here is just... brutal. Well, and drawing all 3 cards that require time in our deck is certainly not helping. That's the biggest problem. No, there's nothing to do here. We're just screwed. Because, like, the odds of us drawing every card that has a time symbol on it in our deck is not particularly high. Well, that's unfortunate. We have a decent amount of fixing. I don't think that there's a problem. Just, you know, sometimes your 4-color opponent has awesome mana, and sometimes your, you know, 3-color deck has every time card that you don't want to see. Womp womp. It's too bad that we had already determined last week, we got to a point where a full quarter of our games were decided by us never drawing a single power. In the first 2 weeks. We had enough games, so we had 5 games where we mulliganed a 1-power hand into a 2-power hand and then never drew a 3rd power. So a full quarter of our games have been lost entirely because of that. I was kind of hoping they would be better this week, but just gotta shake it off. Hopefully that's the only one. Yeah, 5-4s are... the Sauropod is insane, yeah. The Twin Brood Sauropod they had is a fantastic card. Probability averages don't offer much consolation when you're living in an instance. No, not much. It doesn't help that yesterday, I managed to finally, I spent more time today, I really didn't have it, but I spent the time to do it, today in ranked, but yesterday I played for like 5 hours, on and off while I was working. I actually took a lot of time off of work doing it, because I was trying to gain some gold and get some rank and stuff, just so I didn't really have to worry about it anymore, and I went over like 5 hours or something, I went 2 wins and 62 losses or something. I have it recorded somewhere in the Discord. So it wasn't very good. I had some real rough ones. I played a lot of Skycrag, and I never once curved out with it. It was awful. I had just some really terrible luck yesterday. So we're hoping for some better luck today. That card is terrifying. Just as an aside. Gonna attack. I'd really like them to block. Please double block and kill it. Hey, Simon! Good news, everyone. Welcome.
Good news, everyone.
Well, that's already good news.
Ain't nowhere to hide.
I'll do this. Good evening. Indeed. They have like torrential downpour or something.
This'll do the trick.
If we can get one more power, Peacekeeper's Helm can silence the living example. Because this thing is a big problem. Yeah, pretty much all of the Inspire cards are various degrees of terrifying.
By order of the Auric Bank.
Well, we have 19 sources of mana. Missing out on it is going to happen. We just hope that it doesn't keep happening.
Soon.
Come on. Nope. Alright, pass the turn. I was a little bit worried about putting 2 Seek powers with 17 power in the deck, because that's a lot of power. And then we've just had these last 2 games that are like, oh, okay. I guess 19 is necessary. Alright, well, we can scoop. Unfortunately, we just can't play the game. Not much we can do there. We need to actually draw power sometime in our first, like, 6 turns. I'm just gonna double check again. Like, I'm 99% certain it was 19 power sources, right? Yep. Yep, double Seek power, 17 regular power. Alright. I mean, I think that our deck's pretty good. We just need to actually draw the cards. We have to be able to play more than just 1 or 2 cards, and then just never play another card for the rest of the game. And that should line up, like... Just unfortunate that it hasn't. Well... This is a good one. This is better. I'll need to draw a power. And we've been seeing how good I am at that. Yeah, you'd in fact expect I'd lose more by flooding than by screw with this mix. You'd be wrong. So far, I've lost 2 games in a row to screw. I just haven't played at all. But hopefully we'll have a chance here. This is a sick start from our opponent, though.
Take your positions, Valkyrie!
Turn 1 into turn 2. Turn 2 especially, like, Magenta Wisp is a sick card. And they have another curve? Wow. Yeah. I don't think we have much of a chance here. Pretty unlikely to be able to win this. I guess I can Banish. But this is a very rough start. That's good. More removal is nice.
I bring you
I'm
aid.
gonna play the Chancellor. I know it's risky, I'm throwing it out there already where it can get hurt, but I'll slay the 3/3 flyer instead and actually have a blocker in the air. Kind of the hope. Oh wow, okay. Those are some good ones. You have to slay that instead. Or just banish, I guess. Better to banish it. Opponent's got a really cool deck and a really nice combo. Also, they've curved out perfectly. They went 1, 2, 3, 4 with some very, very high power cards. I mean, I'll throw out the block. I think I'd have to. Because I'm just getting absolutely hammered. Oh wow, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's pretty good. 5 drop incoming. Yep. Yeah, no, absolute perfect draw here from our opponent. Pretty terrifying. We still have a chance. But these games are incredibly hard for us right now. Really awkward, poor draws on our part. Really insane curve outs and draws from our opponent. Does make things a little bit hard to do. A little bit hard. So play long shot marksman, slay this. What do they have? Okay, so there's obviously some trick that they have.
You chose this fate.
Wow. What more do you need to know about how well our draws have been than to see that?
Seek the light.
What more do you need than that? Wow. Well, yeah, that's something. That sure is something. We'll just play our creatures. I don't want to ultimate this, because then we don't necessarily have enough blockers on the ground if they have any removal spells. I need to draw power and immediately hit a big flyer. I could have put that elsewhere, but I want to put it there because our only hope is to actually hit high on this. Our opponent has high rolled a lot. Maybe we can get a good chance to. I mean, we just need to hit a power, though. 19 sources! Whew. Definitely not being easy today. Yeah, opponent's slow rolling a pump spell for it. It's not a weapon, it's a pump spell. So we're just dead here. Here we go. There's nothing I can have. Like, the only thing that I could possibly have is the, yeah. Oh, they drew a second one. Oh, nice. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, we've lost a lot of games to just a lot of variance so far. 3 in a row of just really, 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 really bad draws and absolutely insane curve outs from our opponents. Not much we could do. We probably could have won that game if they just simply didn't hit the 10%er of the Destiny. I think that game was easily ours that way. Or if we just drew a power in the last 5 turns. But we didn't do either of those things. Our opponent hit the 10% and we missed every single power card in our deck again. Tough ones. Really tough. We have both time sigils, which means that we can't even play our spirit guides, so I'm gonna redraw this. Oof. Wow, and this hand is really awkward. Yep. Immediately draw the reason why I was thinking that it was awkward. I'm like, I'm gonna hit one of our only 3 time cards and immediately regret this hand. There we go. Nailed it. Whoa. Alrighty then. Let's Copper Hall Herald, I suppose.
You messed with the wrong girl.
Yikes.
Do as I do.
No, we can sparring partner that. We're already way behind. Drawing 2 power here was awful. We desperately need something that's actually good to play. Or a time card. Seek power would be nice. These have been some mildly obnoxious games. Mildly. Start jamming it all together. They have a torch. Well, they have something. Something they didn't want to use yet. So maybe like a Rampage or Finest Hour. Like, they probably have a pump spell then. But I'm curious why they wouldn't attack if that was the case. If I can draw time, I'd be able to block appropriately, because then I would know that I could kill whatever they attack with, and if they try and pump it, I get a 2-for-1. Spike Buckler. They can only stun this, they can't stun this. That being said, I mean, I'm just gonna take it. I can't really block well yet. Oh boy. Alright. I'm very concerned about how much we're flooding right now. I just did something really stupid. Yeah. I just gotta own that. That was just me being real dumb. I'm more than a little tilted after having these last 3 games just be so unlucky. So we gotta try and remember to not be tilted about it. It's annoying. It's obviously like been very bad rolls for us essentially, but we've got to maximize our opportunities, and that's not doing it. That's a good one. Time would be so good so we can kill this thing. Because we can pump this, but getting it to a 4/6 doesn't do anything. We can't attack it with it anymore.
Valkyrie.
What we're listening to? We're listening to Super Mario Jazz. I need some calm music, because if you've seen the games, they've been incredibly frustrating. Like, way beyond what they should be. Nice. Get us with the temper. That's certainly something. Okay, kill that. Get a couple of attacks here. And I mean, sure, they can kill our lifesteal unit, but that does pump our Cabal Slasher as well. And it lets the good boy get through. Plus, we are still trading if they want to do that. Okay, we have a chance. Whew. For the first game in a while, it might actually be determined a bit by something other than just us getting absolutely hosed. That's nice. I'll leave that back. I don't want them to double block that necessarily. But we're doing a good job of racing other than that. Kinda surprised they got in with the 7/7 flyer last turn. It's gonna be a big problem for us. We need to get a sleigh. Can we high roll one time? Oh my god, that'd be nice. Let's see if we can do it. Like I said before, I did make my own mistake. Pretty big one. Because that should be at 11. Opponent with nothing. Let's make sure that it's nothing. No valid cards. Just wanted to make 100% certain that they don't have some weapon they're holding back on, or some other nasty surprise they got in store for us. Probably should have done that pre-combat if I was going to. Okay.
Die with honor.
Shogun Scepter is a very good one. That's nice. I'd rather have the quick draw unit, honestly. And I'm still okay trading this. Yep. Hey, thanks N1 Ripoff. Appreciate you saying that. Very kind of you. Yes! That's a turn. Okay. Where do I want to put it is the big thing. I guess here is the obvious answer, but it's also putting more of our eggs into a single basket. Whatever, I'm going for it. They can't always have it. We've had 3 games in a row of getting absolutely hosed by our opponent always having the right cards, and us never being able to play anything by either flood, screw, whatever. Like, we've had every bit of it. We gotta go for it sometimes. There we go. Now we win out. Stop with the really, really bad luck draws and start crushing. This deck is good. Like, this deck is really good. And, like, 19 power. That's why it's so frustrating that it just missed on power all those times. It's not just Mario Kart remixes, it's just Mario remixes. But this one is, in fact, the Rainbow Road, yes. It's currently Rainbow Road. Do, 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 do. If we draw power, this hand is pretty good. We are on the draw. I'm just gonna keep it. Time to start gambling, right? When you've been rolling really, really low, that's when you double down, put more money in. That's how you win big at gambling, right? I think I've solved it. Casinos hate him for this one little trick that he has. When he's way down, he throws down a ton of money, because he knows that the law of averages means it'll average out, right? That's how it works. The more you lose, the higher odds are for a good hand. Earlier it wasn't Jolly Roger Bay, it was Dire Dire Docks. I looked away and did the wrong thing. I am indeed a stats major. Get out the... See, look, you can tell that I'm a stats major because no socks. I can count on the fingers and the toes. I need to stop paying attention to chat.
Take your positions, Valkyrie.
Fingers and toes at all times. Cam, feet get you banned on Twitch. I mean, do they? I don't think they actually would they? I actually don't, I haven't looked into that. I don't think so. It's not a fetish thing. I'm pretty sure we're good.
By order.
Ready.
So you just wanted to do it for 4. There you go. I mean, because of the fetish stuff. Sure. I think our opponent is having some mild issues for power base.
Hear the heart beat.
We missed out on 1 point now to give it lifesteal. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do any of them. All of the mentor cards are a lot weaker than they look.
Enough.
Silence that one. Okay. Huh. I was thinking of shielded short barrel onto the crackshot fugitive, but to continue to get through damage, it might just be better to put it on the tandem watchwing. And then obviously just swing out. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Oh my god, good thing I didn't. I'm thinking of Unpredictable Outlaw that exhausts a unit when it gets a weapon on it. That's what I was thinking of, and that's a red card. So Dire would down the 1/3 next turn. We'll have a whole lot of gas and hopefully get a banish up. Or I guess we can just sacrifice that instead. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, never mind then. I was gonna say, if they block and somehow or like lightning strike or something and kill a thing, we have 4 damage instead off of the warp. And so I might want to wait until after combat to do anything. As it turns out, just going to 3 works out pretty well too. Why is what card legendary? End of the line? Because it does what it just did. Off the top. Like, as a warp it did that. It's a 2-for-1. Okay. You don't want to have it might just be for balance issues as far as draft goes, because even at rare, I don't know that you'd really want like a card that fairly reliably kills 2 decent creatures or better, and also essentially draws you a card because of the warp, right? Sure, it costs 6, but like a good example in, say, Magic, if you know Magic. I always go back to Magic because so much of my stream was based on that for so long. But, it was Spiteful Blow is the card. It was 6 at a sorcery speed to kill a land and a creature. And everybody was like, ah, it's too slow. And then like, a little while in, people started realizing it. I mean, it was format dependent. But they realized that thing was absolutely disgusting. Like, just straight broken. And that was killing a creature and a land. That was often 2 creatures in that format, to be fair, but not always. Is it Spiteful Blow or was it something else? I feel like it was Spiteful Blow. I can't remember the names of them. There was a couple that were similar at the time. There was one that was in Theros block, and then there was like the later on one in Rise of, like the Return to Zendikar kind of stuff, like BFZ, Battle for Zendikar. So, we have a question. Do we go for time? Do we go for Shadow? Do we just play the good boy? I think I'm going to play the good boy for now, and see if we don't draw a power, and see what that changes. Grip of Desolation in BFZ, okay. I was thinking of Grip, not Spiteful Blow, yeah. But both of them actually ended up being pretty good. Grip ended up being good, and Spiteful Blow ended up being good, and Grip ended up being insane. Yeah, Grip was an absolute bomb.
Beauty and purpose
An
combined.
insane card.
These wings suit me just fine.
That's a straight up destroy effect, at least, not deal 3 damage times 2. Well, 3 to 4 damage times 2, and it was a... When you look at it as a creature and a land, then it becomes a lot closer to deal 3 damage to 2 things. This one can also go face, right? And it's also less narrow because of the simple fact that killing a land isn't always the same as killing a creature. It often could be, but it wasn't always. And in this, it's often a like it's going to be 2 creatures generally. That time draw was real good.
The corruption spreads.
Spread that corruption, baby.
How can I serve?
Ooh, hello. That puts it into a 3/4 though. Even better. Let's jam. So, if I do this, that block was not so good. I mean, they can choose not to block here and go to 1. Bold strategy. How will this game turn out for our opponent? Justice, harsh rule. Okay, good. That's about the only way that I could think of getting out of that, yeah. Check out the Icelandic band ADHD for funky, bluesy, be they video game covers or otherwise. Alright, I'll take a look at that. I have very eclectic music tastes, because I'll go from this to... Let's pause just for a moment, even though this is really, really good. And, like, I'm very excited about the brand new Dance of the Dead album. Love to death. This is a good one. So I kind of jump all over the place. Good old synthwave. Anyways. So yeah, I can bounce back and forth between a lot of different music genres. Dilly dilly, Mr. Illy! Hey, via Savant! Welcome. I'm gonna go a little Jerry Seinfeld here for a moment. What's with all the weather? But, seriously, I don't know about anybody else. I'm just thinking of it as I'm near the bottom of my coffee mug. Last week, it was 41 degrees Celsius, which is about 106. I believe I'm exactly a week ago. Very, very close, anyways. And literally the next day where I live, a lot of it was because of the smoke. It went from 41 Celsius down to 18 Celsius, which, like, I have to actually figure that one out. Down to 64.
What do you...
So, like, I'm getting whiplash from the weather, man. It's killing me. Hey, Lydia, welcome. Like, I can't handle it. It's cold today. Like, it's freezing today. And the smoke is awful. Yeah, like, really, really bad. Darn. Yeah, as I say, probably have no cards anymore. That's the problem with this. I also need a power card here, so that now I can actually land these. Vainglory Patrol would be fine, because we can trade. Corrupted Umbran would obviously be really good. Oh. Thank you. Our opponent's a talker. Talkers make me thirsty. I have to eat every Valkyrie in this room. Damn. Well, you can talk a lot when you hit everything you want. Gotta admit, if you just hit all gas, you're probably good.
The corruption spreads.
Lots of people named their decks. Lot of jerks. But maybe a little bit harsher than that.
These are sensory lands.
Removal spell would have gone over pretty well here. Jeez. Yeah, they're crushing us. Our draw is not quite going as well as we'd like. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I went to concede and I accidentally hit the X instead of the gear. Yeah, I really don't... That one-drop flyer is really, really bad. But if you actually just somehow manage to windmill slam a immediate weapon onto it. They didn't have any other ones. They didn't have any other weapons. So it was kind of... It seems like that's a really all-in strategy. But if you can do it, you get really, really lucky, then... Hey, you can crush people with it. They also needed to have removal for everything that we had to block it all the time, and they did that too. Like, they just had everything. Really sick draw from our opponent. We've had a lot of those tonight. Ah, the talker would like to talk some more. I'm sure they're perfectly nice. It's Vegeta-sama. Shadow Sigil here, and we're in amazing shape. We haven't seen a banner yet tonight. Pretty sure. Maybe one. Well, I don't think we haven't seen them very often, that's for sure. Nice, that's a very good counter to what we're doing.
I bring you aid.
Knight Chancellor.
Through the shadows.
Alright, our opponent is off to a very nice start. We're not doing bad ourselves. They've had some good answers for us so far. Seraph banished the draft jackpot end of the line obelisk. Yeah, kind of sucks that the first 2 weeks N1 ripoff, we actually figured out that
The corruption
a full
spreads.
quarter plus of our games, we did exactly this. Hand 1, 1 power. Hand 2, 2 power. And then never drew a 3rd power. So the majority of our losses for, actually even now, I believe, are pretty much all that. We had some really tough ones tonight, too. Our deck feels like it should be doing a lot better than it is. But I mean, that's part of what Eternal is, right? It happens. I think we want to rebuke this. And then attack. We'll do 2 attacks. Our draws here have been really good. Our opponent desperately needing a power now. They missed 1. Let's see if they missed 2. Considering the Nightfall, I'm hoping that they're lucky enough that they don't. Ooh, that sucks. That's just a lot of misfortune on their part. Oh, they didn't go for the double block. I was thinking we could clean up their whole rotten crew. That still works out pretty well. Really surprised they didn't go for the double block. With being stuck on power like they are, it seems like you have to just risk it.
Into worlds beyond.
I mean, they're getting really unlucky here, though. No question. That worked out really well. I mean, when your opponent's on 3 power, I like to acknowledge the times that I'm in trouble, and just because of random chance. I should also acknowledge the times that I'm winning games just because of random chance. That wasn't a particularly close game, not because, like, we played really well, or, you know, our deck was way better than our opponents. Although both of those things might have been true. The main reason why we won that game was they just got hosed. Like, that was just bad luck for them. So sometimes the worm turns, right? Sometimes you get it back. Typical Vegeta getting shafted. Yeah, they do have an accurate name for that. You stupid Bint, you only broke 1 arm. This is a really good start. Any hand that has Xenon Obelisk and an End of the Line, I'm pretty happy with.
I'll get it running. No problem.
I kind of doubted End of the Line slightly when we first started building this deck, and I really never should have. This card's absolutely bonkers. Like, yeah, it doesn't always win you the game, but it's really good. It's pretty rare that it doesn't do something absurd. It does a ton of work. Something real nice. Not a power. Very specifically not a power. Oh, wow. Well, I have no critters left. I'm gonna start by playing Xenon Obelisk. I know that Crackshot Fighter puts power on the board immediately, but I'm hoping that I draw something else that I can actually play. And then I can double up.
Ready.
I guess not.
Aim.
So it would have been better for me to do it the other way. Good news is next turn I can end the line and kill both of those. Which I desperately need to do because I'm in a lot of trouble. We need to get some non-power cards and fast. Real fast. I might have to kill the Waystone Infuser. Let them have the Reckless Snake. I mean, I don't love that, but I think that we need to do something like
We
that.
stand strong.
Opponent on a bunch of colors.
Hear the heart beat.
God, mentoring is just so rough, because this is a long time off, not doing anything. And if they just kill it afterwards, you're way behind.
Easy, big guy.
I mean, it's a powerful enough swing that it's worth doing, but the mentor mechanic is hard to use and actually get good value out of it. What am I doing? I'm used to holding back cards in my hand until after combat. With Xenon Obelisk, we need to make sure that we make our creatures bigger.
The Auric Bank.
I feel like that was a decent swing. Ooh, Changey Stick. Nice, that's a very good one. We still have a very large frog, though. Even with Change Stick. They're attacking. Ooh, baby. Alright. That's very aggressive. If we had a removal, they were just dead. Creatures seem big enough for now. Yeah, not bad.
Do as I do.
Adaptive Predator is a scary card, but it's not good enough. Every creature we have is lethal, they only have 2 blockers. What more is there to say? Even if they have the Talir's Intervention to return a... or... no, it's not Talir's Intervention. Talir's Intervention returns a Sentinel or Explorer. There's the other one that returns an attacking creature. Envelop. Even if they have the Envelop, it's not enough, right? They only have 1 power, so...